Hey guys, it's Caitlin. So this is the third and final installment of my statue collecting video or collection video. So this is the living room, and I told you this is going to be a combination of two rooms. Starting off, this is a Kotobukiya statue of Wonder Woman from Justice League. It actually is the only statue I have with a magnetized base. So that's pretty cool. And I actually found this one at Barnes & Noble. These are the brands that you can find at Barnes & Noble pretty easily. And then down here, the only other two statues I have on my Wonder Woman shelf are the two Artist Alley ones by Chris Uminga. And I reviewed these on my channel, but I didn't unbox them. But I have in the last few months. So I have the cheetah one from GameStop and the zombie one from Hot Topic. Up here, we have the three Artist Alley ones. I forget the artist name, but these are the ones I showed during Christmas. These are all Hot Topic exclusive with the translucent glitter. And if we go all the way across the room, we have a Diamond Select bust of Hot Girl here. They actually came out with one of each member of the League, I believe, but I only got Hot Girl for obvious reasons. I have a small, I forget what these are called. I'll put the word for it on the screen when I find it, but I can never remember the word for these. But these are the miniature little statues. One of Hot Girl and one of Wonder Woman from Justice League the Animated Series. This is pretty much where I put stuff where I don't really know where else to put. Look how far up I got those dolls stacking. But I do have another Hikari here, another Megazord Hikari. And then I have this down here. This is the Dark Phoenix Diamond Select gallery figure from SDCC last year. Why it's still in the box, I can't really remember. I know I have a reason for keeping it in box, but I can't remember what it is. By the end of this video, I may or may not take it out, show you guys more thoroughly. I just don't know. I still gotta, oh, you're about to see what all I have to go through here in a second. But, yeah, it's there, it's beautiful. Why did I keep it in the box? I have no idea. Why did I keep that in the box? So anyway, so on top of here, got a whole bunch of stuff. Power Ranger action figures, statue, dolls. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the statues off of here, put them over there, because there's no way I can reach every single one of them just like that. So I'm going to take them off of here, clean them with the aerosol can, and film them one by one and cut it together. So yeah, this video is going to take a lot of work, so give me a sec, I'll be back. So first off here we have, I don't know if I need this light on. Okay, so we're going to try and do this without the light because I think there's too much of a glare. But here is the Emekame series of Hot Girl. I told you guys about this a couple times. Yeah, it's pretty. Don't get me wrong, I don't have a box for it. As I said, I bought it at some random toy shop that I have no idea how the heck they even got their hands on this. Is it my favorite Hot Girl statue? No. I really don't like this little braid they have coming out of her hair. And you can see it wobbling on this base. This thing is not secure whatsoever. No joke. I had it sitting right there. I tried to pull it up by the stand. Both those Wonder Woman shoes fell over. It knocked Dove over a little bit, and it crashed to the ground. So, but nothing broke on it, so there's that. And I do like the little talons on her boots. I might have to do the light for the next ones. And if y'all can hear the rain, I'm sorry. But, yeah, I love it because it's Shayera, but it's not my favorite Hot Girl statue at all. But I still like the details of it, so there's the first one. Yeah, I think the light makes it better. So here is, as long as I keep it focused. So here is Vixen from DC Cover Girls. It's got that base there with her logo at the center. I like this version of Vixen. Not her usual hairstyle. That's the only thing I don't like about it. It's got the cornrows instead of like her, what is it, a pixie cut, crew cut, something like that. But it's still really cool. Don't get me wrong. Still really, really, really want a freaking pop of her. I don't care what it would look like, which version they use. I just want a pop of Vixen. So here is another bust of Harley Quinn. I showed one of the Wonder Woman ones with this particular stand. You may not have been able to see it because it was the new 52 one at the very top of that first cabinet. But what years were these made? It doesn't say. Unless that's what that 14 means. May have been 2014, I don't know. But there is Harley Quinn. These were based off New 52. It's got a diamond pattern right there on her shoulder, a diamond brooch right there by her choker. It's really cool. I really love the Harley Quinn like skull like thing on the belt buckle, along with all of the it looks more like ammo shells, gun shells than a belt, but she's holding a mallet, so I don't know, that doesn't really make too much sense. But I love the facial sculpt on this one. I love this one. I need to put this in a better place. But I love it. I should have known this was gonna happen, guys. I found one that I had completely forgotten about. So this is a Poison Ivy one. It's another DC CoverGirl like the Vixen one is. Now here's the thing I hate about it, and probably the reason why I forgot about it. Down here, see her hand? It looks like she's supposed to be holding something. It came broken. I've tried to glue it a couple times, this little rose. I might try again now that I have better tools and materials, better glue really, just to use it. She doesn't fit into the base as good as some of the other ones do, but at the same time, she's still beautiful. She's still Ivy, and I love all the leaves in her hair, as well as the bit of gold dry brushing they did on her highlights. So it's very beautiful. It's very pretty. I just totally forgotten about this CoverGirl statue. Horrible. Remember in my last video where I said I needed a Storm and a Rogue? Somehow I still wound up with Mystique from X-Men. This was actually one of the first Marvel ones I ever bought. I don't know if it was the first Marvel statue. Actually I do think it was the first Marvel statue. So this is by Kotobukiya. I love... Now this was prior to the X-Men movies, guys. But I love the youthful look on her face, because it wasn't really something shown with Mystique in the comics, and again, this was before Jennifer Lawrence. So, her hair is actually kind of translucent, and it's made of almost like a soft plastic. It is movable. The gun is rubber band in her hand. I've never seen Mystique use a gun. My memory could be failing. I don't know, but I've never seen it. Her belt is loose from the figure. I actually kind of like that touch a lot. And the only way it secures into the base is not really, but with either end of her sash here, you can see the pegs, and they don't stay in at all. I pretty much just decided to just sit it on the base, because the base isn't anything special. Obviously, it's just a clear disc, but the statue itself is beautiful. I love those eyes. It's just freaking gorgeous. How can you not love this thing? I love it. So here is the Zatanna statue from Diamond Select Gallery, to go with all my other DC ones in the other room. So if you've watched Batman, this is obviously from the Batman animated series and not just League Unlimited, just because they got the sculpt perfectly right from the animation. So if I can get it not to glare, there we go. Her eyes are perfectly gray. I love it. I love the little bat that they put in her hand. It's so freaking cute. She's holding her hat. Oh my gosh. And her episode in Batman the Animated Series will always be one of my favorites. If you guys haven't watched it, you need to, desperately. I need to see this one because it's awesome. Definitely one of my favorites. I still love my Hot Girl Diamond Select figure the best, but this is probably my second favorite out of them all. Here we have Jane Foster Thor. And this is also Diamond Select. I'm pretty sure it's Femme Fatal, not Gallery. I could be wrong. But this is, again, all of the, I don't think I've shown it yet, but all the ones that have like a 3D base for the Diamond Select, they're all hollow on the bottom. So that helps drive the price down. This, even though it looks a lot bigger than, say, Zatanna, it was still the same price. I love Jane Foster's character in the Thor comics. I loved when she took over, you know, the persona of Thor. I loved it so very much. So I had to get this statue when Diamond Select came out with it. So you can see her eyes. Diamond Select is really good at capturing eyes, I feel, even on the simple statues. The hammer's there, there's no inscription on the hammer, but again, for these, all the Diamond Select Gallery ones and Femme Fatals, they all range in like the $35 to $45 price point. So it's all really, really well. The cape is extremely flexible. You know, you can't pose it or anything, but it's made of a very soft plastic to, again, bring down the price on such an incredibly sculpted statue. This one goes into as much detail as I would say the Supergirl one from CW that I reviewed. I love this one. I love it so much. The engraving on her helmet is awesome. I just love it. So here we have a smaller scaled one. This is Harley from DC's Black and White series. I don't know what happened to her other little puffball. I just noticed it was gone. I don't know if it was there prior to me having it or if it fell off somewhere when I handled it. I don't know. The smoke out of the gun is removable. It's just a piece of plastic. So that's something to keep in mind if you get this one. There was a whole bunch of different artist styles that they had with this one. I think they're actually still going on with the black and white one. I don't know if they discontinued it yet or not. But obviously, being a fan of Batman the Animated Series, I had to get the Bruce Timm one. You can't be a You can't be a Harley Quinn fan without loving the original Harley Quinn. Hey look! Finally, a guy statue. Oh wait. He's getting beat up by Wonder Woman. That's why I bought this one. So, this is the Wonder Woman versus Superman statue. This was one of the first in my collection, actually. And I loved the dynamic of it. And I don't do this because I'm a Superman hater. I'm not a Superman hater. I just thought the whole statue looked awesome. And it's actually within the same scale as a lot of the other statues. It's not that much bigger. So, see what I meant? See what I meant? But it doesn't... You can see the sculpting on Hot Girl's wings better here, at least. But, heck, that's going to be the last one to go back up, because I have to be very ginger with it. But anyway, so here we have Wonder Woman. Classic looking Wonder Woman with her boot right at Superman's chest. I like how they put, like, if you look, a really small wrinkle, like his costume is being moved where she's kicking it. So they're on this like nice looking, it looks like a Metropolis style building, it looks like, for the base of it. It's pretty cool. I like the movement. His hair has blue highlights in it just to give it more dimension. I like that. This is just a beautiful statue. It's small, it's simple, but it's freaking awesome. It's so freaking awesome. I swear I'm not a man hater, guys. I'm not. I promise. I just have a certain taste when it comes to my statues, so yeah. So, last but not least, this particular Harley Quinn statue, if you guys hear people talking, I apologize. But this one's got a story with it. So, I forget the exact name of the statue. I'll put it at the bottom if I can find it. But they made two of them, two different variants of them. One of them was limited to 1,000 pieces. The other one, only 500. I was at my first con. I was only there for one day. At the very end of the day, I meet this guy who's selling a bunch of statues. And my eye catches this one. And in classic salesman routine, he tells me it was limited to, 1,000 pieces. They have it for half price right here. It was supposed to be $500 or something like that, and we have it for $250. No, it was $300, and we knocked $50 off the price tag, so it's $250. I think the other one was $500. The $500 one was supposed to be $500. And since that was my first con, I'll be honest, I was going a little crazy with money. So it was an easy sell. He got me. Or did he? Because I brought it home, looked at the COA. This is the one that's limited to 500. So this one's actually the more expensive one, so technically I kind of got it for half price. I remember my ex and I, when we were together, this was our first con that we went to together, and my first con period. And I remember calling her after I found that out, and I was like, "You're not gonna believe this. That guy's probably figured it out by now, and he's like going crazy." So this is probably my rarest statue in my collection. Now, let this be said, rare and expensive does not always mean perfect quality. It's great quality. Don't get me wrong, this thing is solid, it's heavy, but it's not very well constructed. So the mallet is loose. The mallet, you can see with all the blood stains, which is really cool, is loose from the statue. There's a little peg in the back of her neck where it's supposed to connect to, but it doesn't hold very securely at all. Neither does the one peg of her boot into the beach ball. So it's not, it's a statue that, again, it doesn't come apart that easily, but it comes apart easily. So I am very, very gingered with this one. Having it sitting on cardboard right now, kind of scary, even though this thing is packed with comics, so it's probably pretty solid. But anyway, by the way, someone asked me in a recent when I'm posting this, probably a couple months back from the time you guys are watching it, someone asked if I collected comics. Do you have your answer? Do you have your answer about whether or not I collect comics? Anyway, but this thing is beautiful. I love the sculpt of Harley. It's one where she's pretty curvy here, and oh well, you guys aren't even seeing it. It's pretty curvy here, and I like that. I think it's based off Arkham, one of the Arkham games. So she's very beautiful. I love it. I still kind of feel bad that I paid so little for it. Well, good and bad at the same time. I feel bad for that guy when he finally figured it out. But anyway, alright guys, so I gotta work on putting all these back over there in a rather orderly fashion. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I don't feel like taking Dark Phoenix out because my back's hurting, but I always have an excuse. But yeah, if we may be moving recently, or soon, so if we do, I may all the statues that are in box will definitely be taking out, and I'll show you guys the outer box look at the statues then. How's that sound? Okay guys, so thank you all so much for watching this series. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you have any questions about statue buying or any of the statues you saw in any of these videos, please feel free to comment below and I will answer them to the best of my knowledge. Anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching. Remember, like always, it's a community and not a competition, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.